iPad holderage. So Freelander 2, so we're in the Freelander 2. Now, as these cars get older, a lot of things don't change in terms of car technology. You've still got a steering wheel, you've still got a diesel engine, you've still got all that stuff going on. But one thing that does date many of our beloved old cars is the tech. So the navigation system, the screen size, and so often it is advantageous to have something as good as an iPad and mount it in your car and use some of the tech, be it navigation, Waze, watch videos, do all that cool stuff. And then there's no need to splash out loads of dosh on a big flash motor just because it's got a screen like our flash Tesla. So I thought I'll keep up with Mrs. Powerful by fitting an iPad in my Freelander 2. Be just as good then, won't it, Tyler? Yeah.
Even better.
Even better. Ecological things set aside. Right, so we set about to design a iPad holder, and obviously you can't have it here. So the best place we could come up with it was plonk there. Now if you put it here, you're sort of missing your screen, but here you're not really. If you put that about your head height, Tyler, the camera, you shouldn't be obscuring the view too much, right? So we went about setting it up like that so that you could have it there, and then passenger or driver could access it and see it. So what have we come up with, Tyler? We have shown this on a vlog before. So we have come up with these little crocodile clips. Right, there you go. Look at that. Is that what noise a crocodile makes, Tyler? Right.
Highly professional videos.
Highly professional, always. Right, so this is going to go on here. Okay, and what technology have we got here? We have got double-sided tape, and we've also got these little wings at the back that try and give it some stability sideways. And we might actually have to add a little bit of tape on those two wings, Tyler, I reckon, because otherwise they're not quite at the same level as that.
They also locate it, don't
They locate it, yeah, because look, we need a little bit more there because that's what gives it its anti-wobbleness, right? So we'll get that done. We've put some little Velcro pads here so that when it's closed, it's closed. And they are going to sit there. Now let's talk about this panel a little bit. Where's Q plastic removal tool, Tyler? Look at this. We're prepared for everything. Right. So this panel here, actually, you can extract from your car. Now, if you're flash and you've got a 2012 on Freelander 2, you can't fit these because this is one big speaker grill. So if you yank this up from the back, it's got these little things that dock in there, and it's got these 3 spring clips along the back that locate this speaker grill in. So if you want, you can change these speaker grills, or you could fit these here, and if you want to do a super pro job, you could fit these and you could put a countersunk nut and bolt in. But I just wanted to show you how that fitted in, and that we are going to suggest you screw into here. You can see the 2 small holes, but don't despair because these panels are cheap on eBay. Right, and it doesn't really make a lot of difference, right? And it's still a lot cheaper than buying a new car, right? And where we screw, we can see that we've got no wires or anything in this area here. So as we screw through, we're fine. In fact, I don't even have a speaker in my car. I've had to put one in that's linked to the Android system. So only if you're flash, if you've got a speaker in here anyway, right? But all cars have the speaker grill. Weird, right? Okay, so that goes in there. We're going to put that down. Right, let's fit one of these, Tyler. Right, screwdriver and screws. Actually, let me just go and add 2 little bits of tape here before we do that. Right, so you can take the little bits of tape off. So what we might do is we might actually, because these are 3D printed, we can adopt the design quite easy. So we might put 2 raised feet here so that you don't need to mess around with those small bits of tape. Now, before we stick it on, Tyler, what have we got to do? Clean it. Yeah, so if you've used that back to black dash cleaner, basically it's a slime you put on your dash and it looks great, but you try to stick anything to it and sticking to slime just isn't happening. So if we just put this alcohol wipe on there. Now I've got holes already, but you won't have holes in your dash, but we'll just try it as if we haven't got holes, shall we, Tyler?
Yeah.
And so these little bits at the back should locate roughly around where you, because of the width of the iPad is only just wider than the speaker grill, you don't want to put them out here. You want to get them as close to that speaker grill as you can. So let me just let that evaporate off a minute. Right, I'll just show you a bit of the design while that evaporates off. So we've got a screw going through here, and that forms the hinge. We've got a hole here so you can put the screwdriver through, you'll see in a minute. And we've got a countersunk hole for that. And then if you notice, the way the design works is this bit is thinned on purpose, and it actually forms a spring. And it's that springiness of this area here that grips the iPad. That's how the whole thing works. They're not handed left and right. They're both the same, so it doesn't matter which way you put them on. Right, so I'm going to go there, parallel to the speaker. Okay, put the second one on. Nice and parallel. He's not too bad. Hang on. I'm not sure I got them exactly level, but I'm not far off. Right, then, you would give me a. These are two screws. Right now, so we've got some little black countersunk screws. Now the trick is, the problem I had when I was installing is I thought, well, you get the screwdriver at a twist. So what I did was I put a hole in the top of here that you can get your screwdriver through, so you can screw it in nice and square. And you should bite into the plastic. Yeah, so I've actually found a new hole there, Tyler. So, there you go, and that should give it some extra grip. And let me do that again.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah, not going anywhere. If I leave it up a bit, we should be able to see it start to. Hang on. I think I'm going to go too berserk. Right, there we go. Right, what it is, the iPad. So it will fit in with its holder, but let's take it out of its holder. Now, one thing we had to watch was these buttons on the top. It was pressing the volume button, so we have put it this way. We've designed it. There's a special little groove right at the top that doesn't actually, is at the bottom. I'm lying, it's at the bottom. So we've put it so the charging cable goes in that side, and it makes sure it doesn't press the volume button. And then basically you just push it back, there we go, and that snaps in. And that's pretty tight. That is not going anywhere. So there you go, and you can. Oh, is it going to change the display for me? I'm struggling with the tactile. It will go in the other way.
It should flip round.
It should flip round when it gets round. It will go the other way, but you've got to be careful that it doesn't press on the volume buttons. But as I say, it should be all right. We have channeled it out so it doesn't press. Right, so there you go. The volume buttons aren't pressed. And there we go. And you can go onto Waze and link it to your phone and do your navigation. Now, another reason we did this is we have got the Trailwise 2 website. So when we're off-roading, we've got the Green Lane Association off-road maps, and it's really good. We can link it to a GPS module, and then we can actually use that off-roading. And we will do a video using Trailwise 2 off-road in our Freelander 2. So there you go, iPad holders, and then when you're done with it, you literally just push them up like that, put those down, and you're done. Right, let us know what you think.